It's only a matter of time before the abstract blockchain receives the attention and TVL that it deserves. So in the meantime, I'm highlighting projects that I've come across that I find interesting, that I think you should have on your radar if you're digging for abstract alpha. So starting us off here is Kona DeFi. We talked about Kona last week. You were able to go ahead and run swaps across 90 abstract tokens within the platform, each one earning you Kona points, which is going to give you a reward to unlock a chest that has Kona tokens within it. You're also go ahead and able to trade for Froth, Kona's own abstract meme coin. And just released yesterday is the ability to go ahead and convert your Froth into Kona at a 10,000 to 1 ratio. Kona being the token that will earn you fees as they release new features in the platform. So what to do here, if you're keen, go ahead and take a look at the Twitter, pop to the site. You can run some swaps to earn Kona points. You can swap for that Froth, and then you can go ahead and use that Froth 10,000 to 1 to mint Kona. Next up is Aberrine Finance. We also covered this one last week. No new announcements on this, other than they released a brief video showing how their governance protocol is going to go ahead and allow you to dictate the rewards and emissions sent to certain pools within Abstract. It looks very, very clean, and it's followed by a couple people that I really do respect. So for this one, I think the takeaway is to make sure you're following them on Twitter and jumping into the app as soon as it releases. Now, another interesting development was the release of Pudgy Strategy. How this works is they have a token that has a 10% buy and sell tax. They use those funds to go ahead and sweep Pudgy penguins from OpenSea, and then they list them back at a 1.2x. And then on any sale of these assets, they go ahead and convert that into their token and they burn it. So if we pull up the chart, this thing went from pretty much nothing to rallied all the way up to around $6 million at one point, and has since cooled off quite a bit. If, or I should say when, these penguins are swept, that's going to be $50,000 injected into this chart, completely top blasting it. So I'd say takeaway from this one, take a look at the Twitter, join some of the spaces that they host, listen to the team, see if you feel comfortable with it. But I think this is an interesting kind of midterm play on Abstract. So following that same playbook is a project called Abstract Strategy. So very similarly, they have a token that they are taxing buys and sales of. They are pooling those funds, and then they're using those funds to sweep various NFTs across the Abstract ecosystem. Now, these are actually lower value NFTs, so they're buying more assets, as well as successfully burning tokens already, as some of them sell. And I actually spotted this thing around 60K, ignored it, because I thought maybe it was just like a copycat rug. I could have, 3x plus my money. But anyhow, I think this is interesting. I would not fault you if you want to take a small percentage of your alt portfolio on Abstract and add it into this. I would just say be wary, still very early. Haven't had a chance to hear the team speak just yet. So anyhow, be safe. Now we also got news out of Barry, meme coin on Abstract, that the founders have walked away, in essence rugged. They took around $100,000 from the treasury and pretty much called it quits. Now I have jumped into the Telegram, chatted with some of the holders, trying to understand if it's going to be CTO'd. Haven't quite gotten that answer yet, and if so, who's going to lead it? I think the art's pretty cool. I think they had a good reputation prior to that. So I think for this one, following the Twitter, following the Telegram, seeing who, if, when it's going to be CTO'd and by whom, and maybe it's something to pick back up if it does in fact get revived. Now the next thing I came across was Pudgy Invest. So this is a Telegram mini app that has a live token as well. What it allows you to do is go ahead and set up an alert bot. So if certain trends happen on the Abstract chain, you can be alerted in advance. You can go ahead and execute trades automatically. They also have a P&L system where you could drop your address. You can enter in addresses from other folks across Abstract. And there's copy trading. So if there's like meaningful wallets in Abstract that you want to kind of mirror your trades for, you can do all that. Now, I have not used this thing firsthand. I need to purchase some invest tokens in order to be able to do so, and I haven't done it yet. But this thing is interesting in the fact of being able to scoop some of that super early alpha by following like the big movers and shaker wallets that are active on Abstract. So for this one, I would say take a look at the Twitter, follow along, take a look at the bot. They also have a live token. This thing is still pretty young. So it looks like it launched last month, had a bit of a run up and then a bit of a fall down. So they might be in a build back period here. So take a look at this one if you are interested. Then wrapping us up here. So this is a bit of a deeper cut. So we're talking about Pudgy DAOs. So this thing was announced this past week. The whole Abstract team, Pudgy team, is in Korea for Korea Blockchain Week. And this is part of it. So Pudgy DAOs, to me, feels like an accelerator or an incubator for Abstract. So if we click through how it works, builders apply and set their terms. Community can participate in whitelist token rounds, followed by token public raises. A percentage of the liquidity is set aside to go into a DEX pool, jump-starting liquidity. Ownership of the tokens are given to users to claim, and then trading begins. And then the DAO itself has a treasury where it takes a percentage of those funds and allows it to grow and do more. So for takeaways for this, honestly, I would say following the Twitter and following their feed to see of any up and coming teams on Abstract that they mention that may be worthwhile checking out. It seems like a really, really good alpha filter of good builders coming through to the chain. And there you have it, folks. There is your Abstract alpha for the week. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about these projects? Anyone in particular stand out to you as interesting? Any up-and-coming projects I didn't cover that you think are interesting and noteworthy? And yeah, have a great day. Peace!